Hi, three-wheelers around the world. We're at the Southern 100. This is the 60th running of the sidecars at the Southern 100. So here we go now.
It's been a fantastic crowd here now. The weather's fantastic, what the club made. I just hope we get some good racing.
Nice to see you all, mate, and doing a great job, and it's good to be back.
It's called the Friendly Races for a reason, isn't it? I just wish I wasn't 66. I wish I were 36 again.
This sport is too dangerous, too expensive and too demanding on your time to do it for any other reason. You absolutely enjoy every second of it.
We've never been around here, so it's just learning. Just steady, really.
You've got to push hard like you are on the short circuit, so the first lap or two is always catches you out.
The first few laps you're just hanging on for dear life, and you can't hang on like that all the way around.
Pretty bumpy. You've got to make sure your suspension's right anyway.
Last time I raced here was 28 years ago.
We're against road racing a try. This is our first road event. Steady away, learn where we're going and pick up the pace.
He's on their way.
Look how fast it is. He's on another level today, isn't he?
There's going to be a battle now between Wayne and Conrad.
That's going to be a good battle, right till the end. Absolutely flying him and Jevon. I think Tim's got a bit of a problem.
He's had about enough of the triumph.
Nearly got the whole straight ahead of Tim Reed.
Biggest gap at the Southern for a long time.
Pete and Jevon, what a great ride. Cracking result for them.
I'm elated. I had no idea I was third. The first time we've ridden together. I love the club, I love the people. You know, it's just a special day today.
Very good. Unfortunately, we had some problem with the engine, but I hope we can be back on the top for tomorrow.
I thought it was the last lap, and then we did another one. I was like, what are you doing?
But yeah, it's good. Enjoyed it.
Could have done with a pit board, maybe.
Today, if Tim's got his bike sorted, it will be a great race between him and Pete. But like I always say, get to the finish and whatever happens after that's a bonus. And away we go.
I wonder if he penalised him for the jump start.
If Tim's in front of Pete now, he'll control that. It's a long race though, long race. Like Russell's retiring.
Just over half a second between the first three outfits.
Greg and Wayne, neck and neck.
He's got him.
Oh, he's gapped Greg.
That's going to be a cracking race, that, you know, right till the end.
Hold on, both all right.
Pete Barnes, Pete's ahead again. I don't think Tim's going to pull that one off. What a nightmare for the pair of them. I think Conrad's gapped Wayne. I don't wonder if Wayne's having a problem with that. It's great. It's a third position. Massive gap again. Just a different league. Southern 100 champions again.
First couple of laps, they were a bit nail biting, you know.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we really could have took the fight to pace if we had the same fight.
I'm all the moon with it. I mean, there's 116 years between them.
I didn't think it was going to be that good, but wow. I mean, that's all I can say is wow.
Everybody is saying they want to be part of it again.
How do you like that? That was pretty exciting.
Hello, three-wheelers around the world.
Yeah. We're here, right?
Yes,
and
we are.
You two are going to give us an update here. I just kind of flew in here just to say hi to everybody, to all you three-wheelers around the world. Well, I'll just say a couple of quickies here and then let you two get on with it, huh? Yeah, but right now you can see, well, we can't complain it's dry, but it's a bit chilly, don't you say? Yeah, Ellie? Yeah, but I think it looks like you see, a little bit of break here and there. So, yeah, I think that we're going to have some good racing today. You know, fingers crossed there's no rain or, I think it looks okay. I think we're going to be okay. So, we got two races on. Yesterday was a washout, all right? So, okay, so what do you two think now? What about the racing today?
Can't wait, let's go.
I can't wait, the forecast is like this for the rest of the day, so it's going to be good. It's not going to be the best, but it's going to be good. Like I say, you've got two races today. You've got the first, you've got the Ace Higher Sidecar race, it's 6 laps at 12:20, and then later on this evening, you've got the Double Brake Construction Services Sidecar race, that's 8 laps later on today. So it's going to be really busy, really fun day, isn't it, Hayley?
I can't wait. Can we just get going now, please? The guys are going through scrutineering now, aren't they, Chris? We're going to try and catch up with as many as we can before they head out. But thanks for coming and saying hello. We'll see you again at the end, won't we? You're going to head over to the podium.
Oh, that's now that is really the adrenaline rush for me, is that seeing the boys come in. So we're going to get there. We have our game plan all mapped out there, don't we? Because it's a real scrum when the boys come in, the podium finishers. And so, I'm going to be there. I have to say, congratulations to the guys. We had to get a photo shoot. This is a lot of fun, huh?
It is.
Right?
It's a fantastic meeting indeed. It's going to be really, really good fun. It's going to be a fun day. We're here with you all day for both sidecar races and we've got coverage going on.
Absolutely are.
right.
It's going to be fun.
Okay. All right. I'll let you two go at it. I'm just going to hang around and
enjoy it.
Enjoy it, yeah. Enjoy the sun. Oh, the sun's coming out, I think. Oh, look at you getting photographs. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. We'll check with you later.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you. Good morning. All right, so here we are. We can finally get going. We got 2 races today, as Jack was saying, 6 and 8 laps around this Ballown course. We can't wait to get going. Everyone's raring to go. They've been ready for quite some time. However, there have been 3 outfits that have head out this morning after one of the solo sessions, purely to test because they've had to make some changes on the bike, and also the Chandlers hadn't got enough laps in, had they, Jack? So you had the outfit number 5, we had the Chandlers outfit, and obviously 77, Tim and Mark have been out as well. So let's start with Kieran and Andy on the number 5.
Yes, well, they've been making adjustments all week. Of course, they're newcomers here at the 700. There's been many laps around here on the Classic before, and they've got that record here on the Classic machine. However, they've been adjusting stuff all week. They're really technical, these boys. It's the first year on the Formula 2 chassis, and they're really just trying to get the best out of that machine. They're the fastest newcomer qualified, so they're just trying to get... I think they just made a few final little tweaks this morning, and I think they're going to be really interesting to watch in the race. As you say, the Chandlers and all, they got no laps in whatsoever this week, unfortunately. Obviously, we've only had 1 qualifying session this week, 1 practice session, and just before they went out, they found an electrical issue, something to do with a water pump. It was a big situation, but luckily they've got that all sorted. They went out, did 2 laps today. They have been confirmed that they can go off the back of the grid. Then hopefully, that time that they're doing the first race, it'll set them for a better grid position in the second race. So that'd be fantastic to watch.
And just to add to that, the organisers, they didn't know because obviously they can't get enough laps in how it originally planned and what they originally need to qualify with, but because of their experience, they had a meeting with the organisers and experience around this course and the laps they already have clocked. They made an agreement that they can do 2 laps, and as long as the timings and everything is all well with the bike on those 2 laps, they can join the race.
Absolutely, yeah. It's called the friendly races down here for a reason. The organisation are just fantastic. They work really hard with all these setbacks, with the adverse conditions and the incidents that have been happening. So it proves for a really good race, and really pleased to see the Chandlers back out there, because they're just a tremendous team.
We all love the Chandlers, don't we? We all love the whole grid, obviously.
And then of course we've got Tim Reeves as well, did 1 lap on the back of the first solo race today. He's just had some gearing issues he wanted to test. He put a new gearbox in the other night. He's so dedicated, this man. He stayed up to about 4 o'clock in the morning here at the 700 when it was wet outside, trying to put this engine together, and he has, and he said it's great. He said just a couple of more tweaks and then he'll be ready to hit the race running, to be fair. So it's really great. But the bike's coming into scrutineering now, Hayley.
We've got to have a little look at this. Come on, check this out. Hello. Next generation Crows. Fantastic.
Fabulous machines here, both on 2 wheels and 3 wheels, isn't it? Really.
So, the guys are going through scrutineering. We've got a little bit of time now before they have to be prepared to head and go out racing. We'll try to speak to as many as we can. So maybe if we can try and catch them as they're coming through the scrutineering, and there's plenty over there in the holding area as well. Hello,
Absolutely.
Good morning.
So, should we have a wander? Yeah.
It's me.
So, Ross Buchanan, how are we doing, sir? It's the morning of the race. How are you feeling?
Excited, mate, to be honest with you. Obviously, the last few days the weather's not been the best, so it's our first chance to get out there and have a race and see what happens, really.
Superb. Conditions should be quite good today. Obviously, it's your first time here, first time around this track. It's going to be a fantastic day, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's fantastic. Like we've been counting down the days to get to this, and it's finally here. And at the end of the day, we're going to go out there, starting in 13th place, which is an achievement in itself for us. Really, we weren't expecting to be quite that high up the grid on our first run out. So,
that does put you as the second fastest newcomer. And of course, like Kieran Clark, he's the fastest newcomer, but he's in many laps around here in the classics. I think that's a very, very respectable place to be.
Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, we'll take that any day of the week. Fingers crossed. We came here with a time of 2 minutes 50, which we wanted to get. We've got 2 minutes 57 in our practice, in our qualifying, and at the end of the day, if we can knock a few seconds off with the weather like this, yeah, we'll be chuffed.
Spot on. Well, it puts you just behind Tony Baker there, so you've got a legend to catch up there, haven't you?
Well, I know there's some tough boots to try and get past us in there at the end of the day, but like I said, if we come home in 13th where we start or gain a position or even lose one, we'll be happy at the end of the day just to finish the race.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Ross. All the best for today. But can we just get a quick chat with Adam then? So how are you feeling about the race today?
Yeah, feeling good. Like after getting those other laps in the other night, I was a bit nervous about yesterday, obviously being wet. They made the right call calling it off. Weather's obviously better today, so yeah, we're just going to get out there, do the best we can. Just going to hang on, and hoping we're where I need to be every time. And yeah, we'll get round and get back.
Fantastic. Do you have any sort of pre-race routines to get you started?
No, not really. Just once you get in the levers, that's when it all sort of becomes a little bit real. But yeah, no, there's nothing really I do. It's just hope for the best ones to get out there, really. And yeah, as long as we've done all the prep up until the point, once we get out there, we're all right.
Marvellous. Well, thank you very much. All the best for today. Can I also say, best speed in the paddock?
Thank you very much. Cheers.
You're welcome. Good luck, mate.
So, Jack, I've just spotted the Chandlers are still there, so let's go and see if we can get a little bit of an update with them, shall we?
Absolutely, yeah.
Good morning, Chandlers.
Morning.
How are we doing?
Yeah, we're alive. Happy that we've qualified.
Excellent.
Yeah, at last. Going off back at grid, but just more fun, isn't it?
At least you're doing it, aren't
Yeah,
you? Right,
exactly.
so update us on exactly what's been going on.
Well, first couple of laps of the week, so we've just been tweaking suspension. It's power going off all jumps, bike keeps leaving road, so tweak that a bit, and we haven't really got a chance to change out else, really.
Yeah, but missed out on qualifying because we went to set off to come up to scrutineering, and we had a lot of wiring melting. So we had to set on and strip it all down and find that problem. But thanks to Alan Thomas, he got us out of the quagmire. So
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. So at least we're back out, that's the main thing. But it's very slippy out there.
Is it? The condition, although the better, it's still very
It's really greasy. I mean, we're on slicks, but Joey's Gate and Stadium, you can see where they've swept mud off the road.
Really?
So I mean, solos have been around, they've all stopped on, so it must be all right, like. But on these with slicks on it, we're skitting about a bit. So
Seems to be where they're coming in and out of fields and campsites. There'll just be a bit to come off the top of the road a bit. It'll be fine by the time we go out. These lot will clear it off, won't they?
Yeah, we'll get bike ready now, put fairing on and that, and then we'll go and put feet up and have a cup of tea, I think.
Sounds good.
Well, we missed talking to you all week, so how's everything going in bike in general then? How's the domestic championship going?
Well, other than the TT and this, all we're doing is the Scarboroughs, really. But we're third in that championship, so we're quite chuffed with that at the moment. But the last round at Scarborough was they thought it were raining here yesterday. They should have been at Scarborough. Yesterday was like drizzle compared to what was at Scarborough. It was horrendous. I think it's the worst meeting we've ever been to, isn't it, rain-wise?
For weather-wise, yeah.
Yeah, but we got 3 4th places, so it was worth turning up. But other than that, that's it, innit? We're not really predicting doing any short circuit stuff.
Yeah.
It's just this stuff that way, like doing the roads. It's a bit more of a buzz, isn't it?
Well, I suppose it is. It's certainly a buzz watching around here. What's it like racing in the roads in treacherous conditions, such as you're saying at Scarborough or here this morning?
A lot of the time you just can't see. That's the problem. And at Scarborough you've got the added mud in with the water as well. So you go to wipe your visor and all you do is just smear it. So a lot of the times you just sort of winging it really, and just hoping no one crashes in front of you, because obviously you can't see the bikes in front. But it's overtaking, that's the problem when it's like that. You know, it's at Scarborough it's that narrow you can't get out wide to get out of the spray. So you just, you're stuck behind them in the spray, not seeing anything. So
it's a very interesting way to do. But hopefully, obviously today we shouldn't have any problems like that, should we?
No. It should be, hopefully, touch wood, it'll be ideal out there. Yeah.
Marvellous. And then you springboarding D off the back of a great TT as well. That must put you some confidence going into today.
Yeah, we enjoyed that. I mean, I made a bit of a mistake. I can't blame it on him. I just clipped a curb in the last race, which cost us about 6 places, didn't it? I think in the long run. But we got 2 bronze replicas, which I never, in my wildest dreams, I never thought I was going to be winning a couple of those. So, yeah, grins all round, wasn't it, after the TT, really?
Yeah, they definitely sat pride of place at home now.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, so now it's just a case of getting ready for next year, isn't it? Everything now, once the TT's over, you just start getting ready for the next one, don't you? So, get some different springs on it as well, because our springs were a bit hard at the TT. So we're going to go for some of these progressive springs where it just lets you ride the bumps at the top end and it's hard at the bottom when you really need it. So fingers crossed that'll help us as well.
So Ben, you guys have been doing the road circuits, that's what you prefer to do, but why the Southern 100? Why do you include that? Obviously there's not many in the UK now, but the Southern, what is it about the Southern that keeps drawing you back?
To be honest, it's not just the circuit, it's everything about the Southern. It's my favourite meeting of the year, to be honest with you. You know, it was, you know, last year was less than ideal, and you know, things happened. We all had to go home, but the circuit and everything's great, you know, and being out there, that slightly more laid back atmosphere, and just being able to really, you know, get in and enjoy it, you know, rather than. There's a lot of hustle and bustle at the TT, which is, you know, that's part of what it is and what you do. But this one's a bit more laid back. You can enjoy it a bit more, be a bit more relaxed, and just go ride your bike without all the hassle.
Elsewhere we'd have been on our way home, wouldn't we, after qualifying? Yeah. Whereas here they give us a second chance to get our laps in and get qualified and get back out there. So you know that's the sort of atmosphere and it's the mentality of this club. They'll do anything they can to help you, whether you're on a sidecar or solo or whatever. So, which you don't tend to get in a lot of places. But won't mention any places like that.
Well, listen, gents, all the best. Thanks for chatting to us. It's great that you're going to be out there with everyone, and we look forward to seeing what you do and catching up with you on the other side. If you join us in the three-wheeler.
Oh yeah,
Thank you. Ben and Sean Chandler, everyone.
Yeah, let's try to step in. Oh, okay, so we're joined here with Tony Bay and Dave Ryder. Tony, returning former winner here, aren't you, from Champions 700?
Yeah, a long time ago, 1982. And I think I might have done a B race before that, so yeah.
Well, it may be a long time ago, but it's still talked about today, isn't it? He's classed as one of the greatest races ever round here.
Well, yeah, we took the lap record up from about 98 to 94 something. And Joey was only doing about 96 on a solo at the time, so it was, you know, and they actually had champagne down the square for the first time ever, I think. Yeah.
Well, it was a tremendous battle between yourself and the legend, the person who came on to be the legend, Steve Webster, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, that's right, yeah, we had a real battle, yeah. I was never able to do much with him after that, but yeah.
Fantastic. Anyhow, bring us up to today then. You've had 3 laps of qualifying, you've qualified 12. How did that put you going into the racing?
Yeah, I'm happy enough. If I can hang on to 12th and do a bit better, I'll be happy. I'd hope to get top 10, but there's more people here than I realised when I was setting myself up for top 10. So, yeah, no, I just want to have a good race, enjoy myself and go home.
Spot on then. Well, you can't ask for more than that, can you? Well, podium maybe, but
yeah. If only, yeah.
And Dave, so let's go back to how this pairing happened, right? So let's just recap on that, if that's all right. Lee, obviously, who you're really close with, you're always supporting Lee if you're not racing. Yeah. He was talking the other day about the story about trying to entice Tony on the bike with you. So tell us a little bit more about that and how you finally actually got him to commit and join you.
Well, we've been spending the last few years over at TT together, helping Lee over at TT, and obviously Tony needed a passenger one meeting that were over a month ago at East Fortune, and obviously I know that he's been struggling with a passenger, so I just got a full-time ride. So then he asked me if I could, on the TT, he asked me, and I was actually on the way to the TT, sat at the ferry port, I jumped in the truck and he said, "What are you doing the weekend before you come home?" And I'm like, "I'm going home." And he went, no, do you fancy coming up to me to East Fortune? I went, "All right, then, yeah, of course, yes, I know, yeah." And obviously Mr. Tony Baker, the legend, you know what I mean, obviously privileged. So then we gelled straight away up there, didn't we? And then obviously I wanted to do the Southern. I just wanted to make sure that my leg was absolutely fully healed and ready to do the roads again, and it was, and we absolutely did good up at East Fortune. And I would have sacked myself. I said, I wonder if Tony wanted to Duke Southern. And then I went to Lee and I said to Lee, do you reckon Tony at Duke Southern? I went, well, let's just ring him. And I rang him, and as soon as I planted that seed in his head, he was like, right, let's do it, let's go.
Great.
So, yeah, smiles all around there.
Absolute last minute. We put the both thing in 10 minutes before closing on the midnight that night. yeah.
Tony, Dave described you as a legend there, and I think you truly are a legend. How long have you been racing now?
I think I started in either 1968 or 69 as a passenger, I think. I think that's what it was, but memory doesn't really work very well these days.
Fantastic. And you're still at the top of your game now as well, aren't you, of course?
Sort of, yeah, but not as near the top as I'd like to be, but yeah. I'm still ambitious, but I think, probably too cautious now.
I'm not so sure about that. You've been tremendous. And of course, you always surround yourself with a really lovely family team as well, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. Well, normally our Gail's here, and she's a better mechanic than I am. And Jennifer's here looking after all, paperwork and catering and timekeeping and all that stuff. So, yeah. And when it was Fiona as well, it was a complete family unit, yeah.
And of course, you mentor Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy, especially at the TT and stuff. What's it like watching them progress so well?
Yeah, well, they got up to my level nearly right away. Well, apart from we were going a lot better before the handlebar broke, but yeah, they got up to my level right away. So, and all I have to do is try and calm him down a bit and tell him not to try so hard and let it flow more rather than drive hard, But yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying, the progress he's making. And Lee's the kind of lad that can actually use the information.
Yeah.
He doesn't just go out and blind round, He's using the information. He's a good enough driver to find tiny differences in the setup and go with them. He's not mentally stuck at a speed. He's at the level that the bike will go.
Absolutely, and of course he's qualified second by about that much. It's 0.04 that he's behind the Crows at the moment. That's just spectacular, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's amazing that, yeah. I know they were kind of hoping it was going to rain. Yeah, but I'm hoping it's going to be dry. It's a lot more predictable and a lot less likely that there'll be some kind of a pile up at the front that everybody runs into,
Well, yeah, of course, and so it's going to be a great race around, I think, Tony, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. And I'll just bring you back to yourself. You're here on your own chassis, aren't you? You've been making Sidecast chassis for quite a long time now as well, haven't you? Can I just say, though, that compared to your chassis, what's the difference between you and the new developed bikes, such as the Birchers and the Crows have?
Well, apart from the engine laid down, the actual geometry of the wheels is pretty identical, track, wheelbase, steering head, that kind of stuff, pretty much identical, yeah. They've just got a much lower centre of gravity by dropping the engine down and a smaller frontal area because the fairing's lower. And top speed comes from the fairing. You've got to have horsepower, but fairing's more important than horsepower for that, but yeah.
So how many of your bikes are here? Are you the only bigger chassis?
I think I'm the only one this year. Yeah, there's usually a few, but not. I don't think I'm the only one. Yeah.
Well, they go great all the time as well, don't they? There's quite a few in the British Championship this year as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there are. Yeah. Because I haven't really been making them for about 6 years, they're kind of disappearing down to the lower levels now, and so they're not at this level so much. But yeah.
Fantastic. Oh well then. Well, thank you so much for the chat and all the best for the day. I hope we have a tremendous race. It's going to be one to watch.
I hope so. I hope I'm not getting gapped. I hope I'm stay with them and go. Yeah.
All the best, gents. Thanks so much for chatting to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dave Knight Rider and the legend that is Tony Baker, everyone.
Absolutely. I had the pleasure of riding with him a few years ago, and he's like you say, he's just a legend.
Speak to Alan.
So, Alan Thomas, how are you doing then today? The morning of the race, how are you feeling?
Oh, much better now we've got a bit of weather. breaking the clouds. I was quite happy to have a splash round last night, but it didn't happen. So we had a terrible qualifying. Simplest of things, my visor steamed up. I always think that no number of positions on the grid is worth hurting yourself for, so we didn't. So we wobbled around, got 2 laps and came in riding around with the visor open. But we'll see what goes on today. We're well down on the grid, so it'll be busy. It'll be busy 6 laps. And thank you very much to whoever decided, Southern Under Committee, that we get 2 races in today. So
yes, that is tremendous, that, isn't it?
Yeah, well done them, because makes up for last year's inactivity.
Fantastic. And of course you paired up again with Kenny Cole, so it's good to see that pairing again.
Yeah, delighted. I just wish I could persuade him to carry on a bit longer, but he's determined he's had his share now, so anyway, I'll keep cajoling.
He's convinced as well, Kenny. I keep trying to get him to chat to us, and now he's like, no one wants to listen to my Cornish accent. It's like, yeah, they do. People want to listen to that voice. So you saved the day. We were just chatting to Ben and Sean Chandler there. You saved the day for those boys as well.
I wouldn't quite put it in those terms, but I did a little bit of wiring for them. I've done a bit of wiring for a couple of people this week, but it's we've had plenty of time for it, so no, it's easy stuff. Once you got the bits, I suppose. I'm sure they'll have to revisit the problem at some stage, though.
Cool. Of course, one of your big sponsors is the Horse Wolves out as well. Is he over this year?
He's over. He's hiding somewhere around the circuit. He's under oath not to tell me where he's watching from, so I don't mess it up in front of him. However, yesterday morning he did get hold of some video footage of us messing up Castletown Corner, and we held kangaroo court in the cafe. And I was duly sentenced. Guilty as charged, what can you say?
Well, there we go. So, have we got a plan of action for today going into today's race?
Try not to screw up.
At least not on camera.
Yeah, at least not on camera again. I think we haven't got a tidy lap in yet, so and it's 2 years since we've had a ride round, so we're going to have to be pretty conservative. It's
only your third Southern as a driver, isn't it?
As a driver, yeah, and really only my second, I'd say, because of course last year didn't really happen. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Well, all the best with today's racing. Thank you very much for talking. Hope everything goes well.
Enjoy it. Right. Yeah. Thank you, Alan.
Alan Thomas there. Brilliant. Oh, can you hear them engines here? What a noise that is. And that amazing exhaust out of the crows and all that. Oh. A few years, maybe. A few years, then he can have a go.
There's definitely the next generation for sure. He's going to be racing, isn't he? That next generation Crow.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Look at him.
Just got to get a quick word with Kevin.
Yeah.
So, Kevin Russo here. How are we feeling? More of the race, how are you feeling for today?
Yeah, good to be back on the track because it was delayed the last few days, so it's nice to be back on the track.
Fantastic. This is your second 700. What do you think of the circuit? Do you like it round here?
Yeah, it's a really good track, and we all start together, so it makes everything more exciting.
Oh, fantastic. And of course, you're racing with Harry Payne in the World Championship at the moment. You're coming in light in second. You're the second best champion racer in the world on paper there. That must fill you with confidence going into the day.
Yeah, everything is going also good with Harry, so yeah, going to be back in 1 month in Assen, so we do our job here and then see for later on.
Fantastic. Will this be your last time riding with Ben?
No, maybe we go somewhere else. We have to see after the week.
Fantastic. So I've got a bit of a plan of action for today's 2 races.
Yeah, we just try to do our best, get a good start, and then just try to do a good lap time every lap, and then just see what we can do.
Yeah, you qualified third, but you're only half second behind the Crows and of course Lee Croft and Scott Hardy.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think, a tight race, so we see after the race.
So does the lack of track time that you've had so far, you've only had 3 laps of course in qualifying, that had any give a different idea on the race? Or?
Yeah, you know, Ben, he's been there 7 years ago last time, and he was already fast straight away, so he looks good for the race.
What about yourself? This is only second time around here.
Yeah, but we did a race together with Tim in 2022, and then now a few laps with Ben around here, so yeah, quite happy around here.
Superb. Well, thank you very much for that quick chat there, Kevin, and all the best, and of course, more!
Really? Whereabouts? Really? What on the box? So I can't wait to get
Marvellous. Well, that's a fantastic outfit there of Stephen Matty Ramsden, number 99, of course. The last few bikes just coming through scrutineering right now.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one. Nice to meet you. Chris, sorry. Yesterday.
I got a nice little doggy for you to see today.
So we've just had an update that the solos, there's been a red flag on the solos, so there might be a slight delay, but that's all right for us. It just means we can keep chatting to everyone in this
fantastic little paddock.
So there's plenty of people around, so we're just going to go and check in, see who's available to have a little chat. I know just went to try and get Wayne Lockie and Matty Ostrom, but they were just working on the bike a little bit, so they just said come back in a couple of minutes. So we'll check them out. Let's go and check in. This paddock wouldn't be the same without Mr. Des Founds in it, would it?
No, well, there you are, you see, it's a dynasty.
So how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good. Sat like a jelly.
Love it. And how has the experience been so far? It's a little bit damp, a little bit wet, but it's great to finally go racing, isn't it?
No, I think what they've done to get all these races in, considering the weather tolerance, is fantastic. Really good. It is what it is. The friendly races, and they've stretched themselves to make sure that all of the programme gets put in, which is fabulous.
And update us on the boys then. So Peter and Jevon, hopefully we'll get to chat to them later, but they had a little issue with their outfit the other day, didn't they? When they went out.
They did. They put the wrong gear in on.
Oh.
It was a toss-up between which gear was going to go on, and the chief mechanic said, "No, I think we should put this on. It's a different engine, so it'll pull this." It was miles out of the way. They didn't even use all the gearbox.
Right.
Literally, it was that low the gearing. So it was just on the rev limiter from virtually the start and finish all the way through to Ballachagan. So it is what it is. It's just unusual to see Pete qualifying fifth.
Yeah.
I think everyone was surprised.
Yeah.
And Al's he's here just to enjoy himself. That's what he wants to do. He said after his big crash, he said, "You know what? I'm just going to race to enjoy myself. Whatever position I finish, doesn't matter.
Keep building on that pairing, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, with Reese as well. Yeah, he's coming on really good. Actually, he's going to be a top passenger. He really is. I mean, that was nice for him to win that award at the TT, and the amount of pole he did. He polled, I think, 44% of the total votes, which it just shows that people must have been looking.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, no, it's good for him as well. We do keep the lid on him now and then. We don't want him to get, thinking he's some kind of a superstar, because he ain't.
Yeah.
He's just part of the Pounds family, and that's it.
Of course, yeah. And that at that age, I guess it's so important and so great that he's got that around, because you got
Absolutely.
the experience and the wealth of knowledge with that respect,
Yeah.
as well as the racing that you guys can
Yeah,
offer
I mean,
within the-
I think that's what has to come first.
Yeah.
I think you've got to have respect, and not just respect for other people, respect for yourself. I think that's very, very important, because once you know that you're not the top guy at all, then I think everything then sort of resurrects itself around that. So it's good. No, we're happy.
Great.
Yeah.
Look, Des Founds, I mean, it's always a pleasure, isn't it, eh? Causing mischief wherever you go.
Oh, no, yeah, but I've got to go to the dentist next week. I'm bloody hating it. I'm having some new false teeth put in. I know, yeah. I don't know how much this is going to cost, but Al thinks he's getting a new set of tyres. I'm getting a new set of teeth.
Love it. Well, look forward to seeing it.
Okay,
Listen,
thank
nice
you.
one, Des. All the best today. Thanks so much. Take care.
Okay, thanks.
You can. We don't have much to say.
So here with Eric and Anais, you've
Anais.
Oh, my apologies. So you've had a bit of a week so far, haven't you? It's you've only had 3 laps of qualifying.
Yeah, basically, yeah. We only had you only had 3 laps, 2 flying laps, and yeah, just not enough time to learn. Sadly, we were bumped off the grid. So what we're doing now is we're going out on the sighting lap. If somebody doesn't make the start, we'll take a place. If not, we'll roll back in and see what happens this afternoon.
Well, that's extremely unfortunate for you there, but it is difficult round here, isn't it? And especially this year with the lack of track time.
It's the lack of time. Yeah, we just literally didn't get enough time. The speed control laps were good, but they were speed control laps. We were just cruising around. We caught the solos very quickly, so we were literally cruising around at the speed of the solos. And then we got 2 flying laps in. The bike was handling terrible, but we tried a few things. We'll see. Hopefully it feels a bit better today. And we'll see how it goes.
So to talk about the 700 though, what do you think of the circuit? Did you like racing on the road?
Again, had a little time to learn how it is on bumpy road. It was very short, so I liked, but
fantastic. And is it? Do you find it very different from short circuit, from track racing?
Yes, it's very different, because there's a lot of time when we just have to stay in the chair and hold on to not fall.
It's not like not working every corner.
Yeah.
There's time.
That's very different. But yes, I hope we will have the occasion to do more laps.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So no matter what the outcome of this year's, will we see you back here on the island at the road races again?
We won't be back here to do just this, just simply because of the price of the insurance. It's very expensive for overseas riders. But we may be back because the same insurance is good for a couple of other events. So we'll see how things go. But we wouldn't do the same thing just for this event. But yeah, I'd like to get more time. I want to get a finishers plaque here, and that was what we came here for. So we'll see.
Super. Where will we see you next after this meeting?
Next race is Chimay.
Actually, next race is Derby, because we'll do Derby this weekend. So while we're over here, we thought we'd do Derby, and then we're off to Chimay Classic. We're both passengering on classics, and then Chimay and Modern with this bike. So basically, there's another 3 meetings this month.
Chimay, it's a great meeting, isn't it? A great circuit, Chimay. It's organised as Northern Sidecar Cup, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So with the Moderns, it's Northern Sidecar Cup, and with the Classics, it's the Camathias Cup.
Oh, great.
It's a good circuit. it's nothing like this when it comes to road circuits. It's dinner plate smooth and fast. But yeah.
So do you do the full Khmer Fish Cup on the Classic?
No. French Championship in Classic some years ago to start with. And now we do mainly F2 we have to do priority.
Yeah. And then we do a little bit of fill-in passengering. You know, when somebody looking for a passenger on Classic, I still like doing front exits. They're good fun. You know, but it's a question of how many weekends we can do in a year now.
Absolutely, you know, well, it's very time consuming. Well, thank you very much for that chat there. It's been tremendous, and I really hope that. I mean, it's quite bittersweet, isn't it, that you get a race today? It means that someone else has lost theirs.
Exactly. It's sort of, you don't want to say it, but it's profiting on somebody else's misfortune. So,
but still, we would love to see you out there. I'd love to see you get that finisher's medal, of course.
That's what we're hoping for. Thanks.
All the best, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Elena? So, now you've heard of him at the TT, but this is the man, the myth, the legend. This is Etchy. How are you doing today? Etchy?
All right, yeah. All right, Jack.
Yeah, good, thank you. Back on pit boarding duties, I see.
Going up to the pit box up there, get some times out, yeah.
Well, so what would you see in a pit board? What do you normally put on?
Oh, it's totally different here than the TT, really. It's a lot easier at the TT because obviously you've got a lot more timing to go off. But here, you're actually before the start-finish, so you're not getting a time till the second lap, in theory, because you're before the start-finish.
So what do you normally put on the pit board, though? Do you put the position, the lap time?
Here, today I'll just put position and then whatever bike's behind.
Oh, right. I see. Just to give a little.
He'll know what's in front of him today.
Fantastic. Do you pit board at every track for them?
No, just the roads. TT.
Do you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, brilliant, fantastic. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much for that. I'll let you get on with it because you're obviously in a rush. But can I just get a free wheelie sign off you, Reggie? Marvellous. So good.
So we just got Kieran Clark over here of outfit number 5. So they were, of course, part of the 3 outfits that went out just after the solos earlier to test the bike. So we'll just get a little update from him. Kieran, how are we doing?
Not so bad, thanks. Yeah, not so bad.
Good. You just, with those, there was 3 outfits that had to go out and test a little bit earlier. So tell us a little bit how that went. And
it was all right. The track's dry. It's drier than we thought it was going to be. We had to just go check the gearing because we got it completely wrong yesterday. And just a couple of other settings with suspension because we don't really know what to set it at, really. Is the honest truth. So we've done that and it feels better, so we're ready now, yeah.
Okay, good. And so update us a little bit more on the conditions then, with the roads looking good then?
Roads are absolutely fine, yeah. Completely dry. Bit greasy maybe through Bala Whetstone, but overall dry. Driest it's been since we got here on Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all right, really. Can't complain. Everyone should be all right.
Excellent. And what are your hopes for today then?
We'll just go around safe and fast and just see where we end up finishing, really. There's no aim to finish anyway other than just finish, so we'll just keep going and pick away at it. I don't even know how many laps it is. I guess it'll be reduced a little bit, yeah, 6.
Well, it's supposed to be 6 and 8, yeah, so with the delays now again, maybe it'll be adjusted a little bit.
Yeah, either way, we'll just go have some fun.
Yes.
That's the main thing.
Well, it's great to have you here. All the best.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
it, and we'll catch up with you later.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Cheers, Kieran.
So we spoke to the driver now, speak to the passenger. Kenny Cole, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, yeah, ready to go.
Now, we did hear that last year was going to be your last 700, but you see you back again, and it's great to see you.
Because of last year we didn't even turn a wheel, didn't even get out on the circuit, then I decided to do this one. I started my road racing there, so I'll finish my road racing there. So this is my last 700. But the pre-TT Classic, then I'm still up for that.
Oh, fantastic. We need you on the roads still, Kenny. It's great to see you passing. You had quite a good career on you. So
I have, since I started later in age, and I wish I'd started earlier, but there you go, at least I've done it. I'm not going to sit in my rocking chair thinking I should have done that.
Absolutely. It's tremendous, and it's really great to see you out. I mean, you say it's your last one, Kenny, but you could have quite a few retirements, could you?
Maybe not. Definitely TT is a definite retirement. Yeah, I've changed a little bit of direction now. I've got into technical inspection, so it's a way of keeping involved in the sport and still seeing all the people that I know in the sidecar family.
Yeah, we saw you with a technical inspection there, technical bib on before, didn't we? So hopefully it should...
I'm doing it for FSRA. I'm doing a bit there, so that'll give me some good experience. This year at the TT, I spent a lot of time up the technical inspection to try and see what was going on and how to do things and learn and pick things up. So I think I'll be good to go.
Absolutely marvellous. Well, good. At least you're not leaving the paddock completely then. It's great to see you about. So anyway, we talked about the possible future there. Let's talk about the present now. It's a 700. You've got a 6-lap race to go. We were just saying before, it's in aspects it can possibly be difficult than, like, say, a lap of the TT.
Well, for a passenger, 8 laps of this is harder for a passenger than 1 lap of the TT. At least at the TT, you've got the long straights to relax and get your breath back, etc. The 3 straights here doesn't take long for a sidecar to get through them. So, yeah, and it's quite technical around the back there.
So, do you enjoy passing around here, though?
I love it. I love this meeting. I love the way it's organised. The people behind it that have organised it all these years are spot on. You can't fault them.
No, it's absolutely fantastic. Like you say, they've managed to get, after the washout of last night, they've managed to get 2 full-length races into today. So that's the organisation of it, and the circuit itself and everything about it is just tremendous, isn't it?
I think it's fantastic. Yeah, let's hope we don't have too many stops or too many delays. If it happens, then maybe they'll have to cut down some of the laps, but we shall see.
We shall see, certainly. We were just talking to Alan before, your driver there. He said he's got quite a bit of work to do after qualifying. Right, he's quite a bit down the grid, but I think you'll be up in that during the race.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can pick a couple off, and at the right place, when it's safe to do so. He's not a terror-ass driver. He's very good, and he thinks about it. He is a thinker driver, which is good.
When it's safe to do so, Kenny, what a phrase that is when you're just about to go round a 4, nearly 5 mile circuit on the back of a T-True.
Well, it's the adrenaline, isn't it? That's what gets you. It's the thrill of it. It's being so low down. It's a different view when you're like 70 mil off the ground.
Anyway, super.
You should know anyway.
Anyhow, super. Great to speak to you, and all the best for today. Thank you.
Thanks, Jack. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, marvellous.
Mr. Jake Roberts, everyone. Jake, how are you? Fan club over there. How you doing?
Good, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, looking forward to it, to be fair. I hope everyone that's involved in that is all right, but seeing the bikes return, so that's a good sign, isn't it? So hopefully it shouldn't be too long.
I was just chatting to the organisers, and they did say all is okay, and all is okay also with the schedule, so you guys will still be running as normal currently. So anyway, it's finally race day.
Finally.
Right, and what are your thoughts going into it? Feeling good, prepared, obviously, with the great Michael Jack Russell.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to last night, really, with the wet, because it just evens everything out a bit. And when he asked me to do this, he sold it like he couldn't really drive one, and he can, so he's lying, first of all. He is quite fast. So I was looking forward to that, but now 2 races and stuff like that in the dry as well. We've made a couple of changes with it as it left TT and sort of dialed it in a bit better, and like Jack getting a bit more involved in it as well, because when he gets at TT he's just spread everywhere, isn't he? He's riding everything, and so to have him like focused on that as well, with him like mechanically minded as well, is quite good. I think he's enjoyed that as well, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
You must be so excited as well, just a local talent as yourself, and what you achieved at the TT, it's fresh meat for him, isn't it? Him and Vicky are brilliant, and I know the races that you're doing with him is something he really wants to do. So the pairing that you've got, to have fresh meat like yourself, is so keen and hungry. It must be such an exciting dynamics to be learning from each other.
It is pretty cool, yeah, because I've had a few goes on the LCRs, but never any on the roads, and so to get stuck into that as well is pretty cool because it's completely different. But I just love racing, and Scarborough 700, it's just mental. But yeah, some people like it, some people don't, but Jack absolutely loves it as well, and so do I, so that's how that come about. But yeah, it's he's looking forward to just getting dialed in, riding this, and focusing a bit more on this, on separate meetings on its own sort of thing, instead of taking loads of bikes everywhere all the time. So, but yeah, I think he'll surprise people actually when he puts his focus into that. Yeah.
Great. And what about this weekend? So I know we are talking about today, but we've got Derby coming up this weekend. Are you going to be there?
Yes, we're going to be there on both days, and then Scarborough next week. So pretty packed thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing how that exhaust goes all the way around Derby, because it is ridiculous. We've made some changes to that, and it sounds lovely. So you should be able to hear it all the way around Derby. Hopefully in Ramsey you'll be able to hear that thing.
Brilliant. Well, listen, have a great one. All the best. Enjoy it. And we'll catch up with you on the other side, all right? So thanks, Jake. See you later.
Not the start.
That's where, yeah, we get the start line. That's where I'm going.
Where would that be? That's just up there. Okay. So it's everybody you found that? No, you Buble. Yeah, let's see.
Right, well, we'll go down south.
I'm back on now.
Stupid orders, Jack.
Oh no, yeah. That was a car parked in, didn't it?
So there's no argument.
Yeah, of course. No, you cannot.
It's all right. Gents, hello. Finally, we're here. How are we doing, Reese?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
It's been a bit of a sleepless night, hasn't it? You get a bit excited, don't you? So, yeah, I'm excited to be here, finally. The weather's looking good, so hopefully it stays like this and we can have good 2 races.
Good. And what are the hopes then? What are you're planning?
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm not counting my eggs before I've got them, so.
Yeah. Great. We were just speaking to Des there, and they were talking about trying to keep you checked in and grounded because of all your successes, and everybody's loving Reese Gibbons.
Very hard work. Very hard work.
Yeah, it's again, everyone's just trying to pull me down a peg or two since I've come home. So
how does that look, pulling Reese Gibbons down a peg or two?
Pretty badly, to be honest. It's not doing very well.
It's great as an uncle.
Yeah,
it's great as an uncle.
He's having a field day.
They all have family rights on knocking him down a peg or two. It's good.
Yeah. I'm still enjoying it. I'm quite happy. Yeah.
Good. It's brilliant to see you both here, and excited. Like we don't know what's next, and we don't know what you're going to deliver today, but it's going to be exciting to see, and also as you continue to build the pairing. Jack, exciting, hey, let's get going.
Really, it's just tremendous. Once again, the Founds clan just on fire this weekend again.
Yeah, it's all right. It's good. It's good to be back, isn't it? And nice to have good weather to get racing again.
So you qualified 6th. Is that correct going into today's race?
Yeah, I mean, we only did 4 laps, didn't we? And one of them was an out lap, so you don't really get your eye. And I think I missed pretty much every braking point there was on the circuit. And 2019 was the last time I was here, so I just need to do laps around here just to get my eye back in. And unfortunately, the 4 laps in qualifying wasn't enough, so it was good. I didn't expect we'd be much higher up. I'm surprised we were 6th, to be honest. But we're just trying to feel the run, Phil Reese as well. Reese's first time, so can't go too mad. As I always say, just take it easy.
Absolutely. Well, of course, also, it's your first time around here on Hoosies as well, as many sight guys in the same boat there. It was open tyre choice, but you've decided to go with the new American tyre?
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have gone back to the Avons, if I'm honest. That we had a better feel for them, we had a better setup with them. Not really found the ways with the Hoosiers this year. They seem to be good, they're not rubbish, but they just don't seem to suit a sidecar. They don't seem to want to slide, and maybe for the road racing, which is why we stuck with them round here, it's not too much of an issue because you're not too scratchy, he says, as we were all going into a mass start round Ballackegan. But it's, I don't know, they don't seem to want to slide, so the circuits are quite hard. But that said, Pete's had a few lap records on them this year already, so they can't be bad, can they? They can't be bad.
Absolutely. Well, of course, Pete set that record at Anglesey a few weeks ago. But you've come a long way. I first saw you this year when you first got on Hoosies at Pembrey, and you had quite a lot of problems to set up the bike there. So you've come a long way since then, so you must be happy with your progress. Yeah,
there was quite a lot of setup changes for I mean, this bike was built in 2015 and 16, sorry, and it was always built for the bigger back tyre. So it was always built for the TT with the bigger back tyre with the longer swing arm, and so we had to change quite a lot on the bike actually to get it to work. And what we found at the start of the year is the setup that we had that was set up for the big back tyre just didn't work on these tyres. Everything was wrong, the geometry was wrong on the bike, so we had to go back to the drawing board really, and we made quite a few changes with some good help, some good people. Lumley's made us a part of the things with the Christies, and they've all been really good in trying to help us get back onto where we should be in the grid, and we're getting there now. Oh,
fantastic. Well, like you say, you're out in about 45 minutes or go. Well, there was a little delay there, but you can hear the solos going around, so obviously I think everything's back to where it should be at the moment.
Yeah, good. Yeah, like I said, get it back across the finish line. We'll be happy. Anything else is a nice bonus to us this year.
Superb. And of course, you got your fantastic team around you again. We saw the legend Colin Smith yesterday. We caught up with him the other day. It's great to see him again.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's the first time he's brought his daughters to the Southern anyway, and they're absolutely loving it. You know what the Founds Camp's like. It's feral, isn't it? Children running everywhere, so it's Colin's bringing his kids here, and they're loving it. It's brilliant. It's good to see.
Well, certainly, it's fantastic. It's always a great family atmosphere around your tent, so it's always a pleasure to speak to you all.
Yeah, well, it's a small empire, isn't it? Around our camp.
No, super. Well, all the best for the race. Thank you very much for that chat, both for you. And
good luck, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you. So, Jack, just to add to that chat there you were having with Alan, talking about setup with the new tyres with the Hoosier tyres. So we have touched on this a little bit, I think, at TT, where there was a few struggling. There were a few, weren't there? And they were obviously, of course, one of them. So it was interesting for me because I don't race, I don't build the bikes, but it's interesting to me to hear about the age of the outfits that they normally come to the TT with. So tell us, I'm asking you as a fan and with a big interest, what was the majority kind of setup issue? Was it a similar thing purely for the age of the outfit suiting the bike, the new tyres that were coming in?
Well, yes, the new Hoosier tyres, they're not purpose made for sidecar. They're coming from car racing, so they've got the whole compound, the setup and the construction of the sidewall. They're all very, very different, and we are starting to get a bit more development through. There is stuff like a harder back tyre coming forward, which suits sidecars very well, but it's just. They've got stuff like soften the suspension up, and all that is completely blind. And yes, it's a road race. Yes, they've had all the TT2 set up to an extent with these tyres, but when you come in here, you've had 3 laps around here. It's a completely different ball game, really. So they are struggling with these Hoosiers, I think. I know, for example, Tim Reeves, 8-time world champion, he went around a TT and Hoosiers because he had to, and he said, I'm not racing on Hoosiers with that short bike again. He was in Ossersleben testing a couple of weeks ago, and I know that he went out in practice and qualifying with Hoosiers, and he went about a second, he went a lot quicker, anyhow, when he put his Avons back on. They've just had the years and the experience on these Avon tyres, so it'll be really interesting to see who the winner is today. Another thing that would have been interesting yesterday, obviously, yesterday would have been a wet race, and there's a new Hoosier wet. Now, they have a completely different tread setup, and the dispersal of the water is all is all completely different to the Avrons, which had big radial, really grippy. We call them tractor tyres. If you see them, you know what I mean. They're heavily treading and very, very soft, which is what you need for the way. You just need grip as much as possible. So yes, the whole tyre setup is completely. It's really put the cat amongst the pigeons with Sidecar Racing. And as you say, in the older bikes, stuff like, for example, Jim and Ben's Iverson. They just don't seem to suit them as much as they suit the more modern LCRs and Christie chassis. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with the chair tyre being a bit too wide, a bit too narrow. I think it's just sort of in between, but it's a real mystery. I remember talking to Andy King at the TT. He was one of the first people to ride an Iverson with the new Hoosier tyres, and he's put a lot of development into it. He's a very technically minded person, and he just still can't. He's been chasing his setup now for about a year, nearly over a year now, and you just still can't find something that he's really comfortable with his Hoosiers. So, as I keep saying, it would be exceptionally interesting to see how they go. In the Formula One world, which is in Formula One Sidecar Racing world, which is like my background, everything is Hoosiers. You have to run Hoosiers in the British Championship and in the World Championship as well. It's just one, that's all that's available, and two, it's a deal. Everybody has to run him, but. People, and if you've been watching the World Championship, you see that the former double world champion Todd Ellis, he's starting to drop back a little bit. He's still on pace, he's still absolutely exceptional, but he's starting to drop back a little bit. He's not quite getting the results that we saw last year. I don't know whether that's something to do with the Hoosier tyres. I think it's something to do with the suspension. Although we've obviously our race Formula One site has a little bit as well, and we've done a lot of suspension changing with these Hoosier tyres. They're just completely different to the Avrons. They really, really are. And it's a very interesting situation that we're trying to
super interesting, isn't it? And then what happens in the off-season then, in the winter with these tyres? Will they be working with all of the teams to get feedback and everything with the changes that have come in, and then they can hopefully develop it with the teams? Or will they just keep these particular production of tyres running for a certain amount of time and then come back for testing? Would it be the end of the season, or how does that work?
Well, I think I would love it if the tyre manufacturers came over and started developing a sidecar tyre, a purpose-built sidecar Hoosier tyre. However, I think we're basically going to get what we're given, and I think if anything's going to change, it's going to be the chassis setup. I think over winter there's going to be a lot of people tweaking their chassis and coming back in with a real strong package for next year. I don't think it was the tyres that change as such. Maybe a compound difference, or there might be something that's found, but I think it'd be more the chassis and the setup.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jack Laidlow's daily download right there. All right, great. Let's see who else we can chat to then, Jack.
Absolutely, yeah. It's getting close to the time now. We're only about half an hour away from when we'll be rolling down the holding bay. See people starting to get in the levers. Yeah.
So that's like one of my
Derek Lynch, everyone.
Hey,
how are you doing? Yeah, good,
good,
thank you. Good to see you here, part of the event.
Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to getting out now. So we haven't done a lot of laps yet, so it should be interesting to see, but we crack on.
And how do you learn a track? So you are obviously a newcomer, so how have you been learning the Ballan course?
I'm not new. I done it in 22, but I've a new passenger on this week. Dermot is here. Anto couldn't make it over, so Dermot's learning his way, getting used to handles and getting used to me. So yeah, a few steady laps in qualifying. So he seems happy enough. We'll try and push on today and see what we can do.
You must be missing your man.
Yeah, it's a bit different, all right. I think we've been together 7-8 years now, so it's a bit different, all right. But yeah.
So do you have to adjust your riding style when you get a new passenger on? Is it a different driving style completely, or?
Driving style is pretty much the same. The bike can handle a bit different. Obviously, their weights are different and their styles are different, so it does behave a bit differently. But it's twist the throttle and press the brakes, the same thing, isn't it?
Absolutely fantastic. Well, of course, you're coming off. You have to say you were one of the most committed teams in the paddock after your performance at the TT with the whole fame fiasco, shall we say?
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. That just everybody came together with Dave Marshall giving us the fairing and the fiberglass off other teams, and then working all Friday night to get it back out for Saturday. But we got there.
And you finished very, very respectably. You did 107 mile an hour at the end of that.
Yeah, 107 in the second race, and we managed to get 12th. So yeah, over the moon with that.
Absolutely superb. That must give you tons of confidence going into today.
It would have done, but now we've a few changes coming here, so I have to get used to that. But I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Have you got a plan of attack running for today?
And go flat out from the start and see if Dermot can last. He said he's happy with the handles, everything is good, so he said push on, and if there is any issues he'll give me a tap and let me know. So we'll see what happens.
Fantastic. And of course yesterday's race got pushed on to today, so that'll be going out in about half an hour from now. It'll all go well. So but then you've got the Derek Brake Construction Championship race, the 8-lap race this evening. What will you be doing in that off time, do you think?
Chill out, have a cup of tea. We'll get the bike back, quick check over, make sure everything's all good. In fairness, it hasn't missed a beat all year, so I'm not expecting any issues. But we'll have a quick look over it. Once it's okay, then we'll just chill out and get ready for the race later on.
Marvellous. Well, thank you very much, David. All the best. I'll let you get on because it's getting tight now. But have a good one.
What's that rate?
So Mark Gass and Matthew Rostron, it's a morning of the race. How are you feeling?
A lot better when we get out there. Getting to roll the wheel is mint compared to what we had Monday and yesterday. Just to get out and roll with me, let's get out there and do it.
Oh, fantastic. And now Matthew, I know that you're riding with Wayne Locking. You've done quite a few changes from the qualifier, am I right?
Yeah, made a few changes. Obviously had to bet a few things in, so we could have done with another session, but it is what it is. It's the same for everyone.
Fantastic. And are you both pleased that you're riding in the dry rather than the wet?
So much so we put dark visor on the lids.
Yeah. Your sunglasses on.
We got the sunnies on. The sunnies on.
I mean, we'd rather it be fully wet than mixed conditions, because then you do get caught out with stuff, don't you?
So you've had your qualifying session. Obviously, you only got 3 laps in there. It was limited track time, but are you confident going into today's racing? Are you happy where you are?
Well, look, myself and Dave aren't out to prove anything. We're just going to go out, enjoy ourselves, good run around, bring the bike home. Look, we qualified the bike, go out and have a run. We're not going to be breaking any delf, we know that. Be interesting to see the fast boys in the front, though. I mean, there's some line up there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should be further up the grid than what we are, so I think maybe we'll have a bit of traffic, but it is what it is. There's a lot of good riders out there, so
we won't be after a good start then today.
Yeah, we need a good start, because obviously it's very hard to overtake here. So
the other thing this year is good start's important, and there's no slow bike. There is no slow bike on the grid. Like, the slow guys are fast, and I mean it just means a start is critical. Get it off, because there's not much room to pass here. There's not much room to get past another bike here.
Oh, well, absolutely. We keep saying the lineup this year is just absolutely class. There's not even a scruffy bike in the holding bay, and everyone is quick around.
Yeah, I mean, like, Wade's finished on the podium here, and we're in 11th. Do you know what I mean? So that's how good the field is.
There's probably 8 guys who can win this race. There's probably 8 bikes here that can win it. That's not, never mind filling up the rest of the podium. It's a mega entry. It's probably the strongest entry out of any class that's here.
It's absolutely superb. It really, really is. You've got world champions, you've got TT winners, you've got everybody, haven't you? It's really, really good.
Hey, and to see the likes of Tony Baker back here, I mean, Tony Baker, the chassis maker. I mean, it just
Tony Baker raced against my granddad, so that's how old he is.
No, so it's obviously, like you say, Wayne always goes really well round here. He'd be wanting to just get away and stuff, but all the best for the racing here.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Actually, thanks for letting us lean against your bedroom window.
I'm hiring out too.
He actually owns it.
Nice one, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Well, about 25 minutes to go until we start rolling down the pit lane now. Alright then, so here we go. It's about half an hour before we shut off around the Colas Milan circuit. How are you feeling, Dee?
Yeah, ready to go, excited. A bit of sun, loads of sidecars, everyone happy, so let's see what we can do. 6 laps today and then obviously 8 laps later on, so the bike's good, different conditions today, ready to go.
Absolutely fantastic, and you've had an outstanding qualifying, haven't you? You're 0.04, I think, off the Crow boys. That is absolutely. You qualified second. It must put you in good stead for.
Yeah, it was a good session, to be honest. We took it steady. We got a little feel for the circuit. Our best lap was probably not our cleanest lap. A bit of a mistake onto it on the last corner. We passed the Crows on that first lap, and then we passed them again on the last lap. Quite surprised when we come in to see that we hadn't gone any quicker, but the last lap was only a fraction slower than our best lap, and we had to pass 2 bikes out there. So the pace on that night was really good. Different conditions today, so we don't know where we are, but we'll find out, and we're ready to go.
Well, the both of you are absolutely fantastic racers. As I say, you're the best Formula 2 outfit in Britain at the moment, on paper. So you'll be going in today. We're expecting a really, really fine race from you.
Yeah, there's that many bikes here, and there's so much quality of content. I know that the layout's a little different with some of the bikes, and we're quite happy that with our configuration, or with the engine laid up with a 6-speed engine, solid session, and it shows that he didn't need to have it. So we'll just keep going. We'll see what happens, and we'll have a roughing.
Absolutely. We were talking before too, Tony, who obviously mentors you a bit through the road in your road racing careers, and he's really chuffed to pieces with how you lot are going. He says you're just unbelievable.
I think having Tony's input at the TT for myself and for Scott and for the team, it's a real advantage for us to pick from Tony and ask him for some of the information he's acquired over years and laps of racing. Who gets that? You know what I mean? Obviously the Crows with Nick, George Holden will get it with John. It's a really nice place to be. With Scarborough, obviously we've done it ourselves over years, and this place we haven't turned a lap here since 2019.
You've only had 3 so far this week. So.
Yeah, so our first back round here, our first proper laps, to be like that, the confidence we've gained in the past 4 years from Oliver's Mount in the British Championship, we're different gravy now compared to what we were back in 19. So we're here, we want to get involved, clean, good racing, and whoever's best will come out on top.
Absolutely spot on. Have you got a bit of a plan attack for today, or are you just going to go out there and twist the throttle?
Attack.
Attack. Yeah, attack.
Spot on. So, Scott, we haven't heard much from you in this interview, so how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. A bit nervous, but I suppose it's as expected. But say to keep my hands and feet and the platform going into the first corner, I suppose.
From a passenger perspective, going out in different conditions, how does that feel for you? You prefer these conditions, or were you looking forward to a little bit of a wet setup?
I used to prefer tricky conditions, because obviously it separates a lot of the people apart to know who's what's what. Sorry, but I'm more of a dry session man now, but because I enjoy going fast, and obviously at the end of the day it always comes back to dry, so that's where you have to bring the A game, really. But I imagine damp and airy, we'll be fine.
Well, listen, excitement, nerves, same. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy the course. We'll catch up with you on the other side. Scott Hardy and Lee Crawford, everyone. Thank you.
Right, everyone's starting to get their earplugs in and the helmet's on now, Hayley. Can you feel the tension? It is tremendous, isn't it? I mean, yeah. Oh, just walking past Tim Reeves back there, it is brilliant. It is so loud, it is so good. I feel a fire in that belly. Number 16 outfit there, Ben Birchall and Kevin Russo, world-class athletes they are.
We have the number 3 Crow Racing outfit with Ryan and Callum Crow. Double TT winners, local boys, hungry and raring to get going. Number 68 of Sean and Ben Chandler. Experienced gents around this course. Number 6 of the legend that is Mr. Tony Baker and Dave Knight Rider. The number 5 of Kieran Clark and Andy Johnson. We have the number 22 of Michael Jack Russell and Jake Roberts. Of course, the number 24 of Kenny Cole and Alan Thomas. The number 83 of Ross Buchanan and Adam Evans. The number 43 of Eric Lenser and Anae Rosette. The number 25, Mark Gash. Tony Pitt.
All going well, yeah. Yeah, was it 10?
The number 96 of Jim and Ben Gale. Yeah. We got Wayne Locke and Matthew Ostrin. We have the lovely Jet right there. Number 44 of Alan Fownes and Rhys Gibbons. The number 69 of Greg Lambert and Andy Haynes. Number 77 of Tim Reeves and Mark Wilkes. Number 1 of Pete Fownes and Jevon Walmsley. We got the number 99 is Steve and Matty Ramsden. And the number 17 of Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy.
fantastic to stand in the holding bay just before a sidecar race. I say fantastic, I mean absolutely. It's just the excitement and the tension here, Haley, it's ridiculous. And to stand in the holding bay of a sidecar race just before they go out around this outstanding circuit, there's no feeling like it, is there?
It's a pretty special place to be, isn't it? It's a unique experience. You can't quite put it into words, but how honoured I feel to be stood here in this paddock with this lineup of riders and passengers. And look at the focus and the
privilege, the fact that me and you are stood here looking at a sea of some of the nicest turned outfits in the world, really. These are absolute top class athletes. These are some of the greatest sidecar racers, really, on this planet at the moment.
What's going through their minds? Look at the focus on them.
I don't know if you see it, but look, just Ryan and Callum Crowe there. There's nothing that can break that focus. They are so fixed. They're so locked in, programmed in, ready to go, and that's a 2-minute board going up there. Absolutely fantastic. The quiet before, the calm before the storm here, yeah? And the engine just turn off.
Hugs and kisses from the family being given there.
Yeah, the mechanics wander down, just straight going.
The fist pumps, the high fives, the hugs.
This is it. This is it, Haley. Firing up for the last time before they head off down towards Ballachagan. I'm nervous, I'm not even racing. People in between and beyond, they have been waved off. Sidecar racing here at 700 2024 is kicking off. Let's have it. Engine on, tyres rolling, throttles are twisting. And then, as I say, there were none. Sorry.
So we're going to head down to catch the race now. Join Chris, I believe, is down there in the grandstand. Hopefully...
Well, you watch all the action on track. So.
Yes. So we will be back with you on the other side, and we're going to go enjoy what's going to be a pretty fantastic race.
It is going to be spectacular. Sit in and watch it, you'll not regret it.
Yesterday as well, the outfit there, Steve Packet stickers on the front. We just heard what Dean Harris was saying at the end of that big bike race, that the conditions on the track absolutely perfect. And like Rob just says, you can see all the way the CC Stayfeld now, all through just in the distance, just shrouded a little bit. You can just see the tops of Stayfeld there now. It's just a little bit of cloud that's close to being absolutely perfect conditions as we look out towards the south of the island. Conditions looking good. The travelling marshal, number one, that'll be Tony Duncan. He's taking them away. Let's go Darren Slew in there as well. Former rider Jim Hunter as well. There, the three series number one, the champions. Inbound to Devon Hornsby. Number 5, that's Ryder and Darren
love watching it. No, I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. I'm still missing now. One place I wouldn't play it myself.
From the car yesterday. Thanks to an all. I was talking, I was on, were you on the show?
Yeah.
23 years ago. See the job I do with me every weekend. Hardly every weekend.
You said you didn't get your cheese toasty.
Oh, no, probably Church Bends, I think you mean, which is a couple of ways
I've got a phone. Yeah, before next week, I can find it. Yeah. Get that done. It could be done from one. Yeah.
You go see Hannah.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? You alright? Yeah, good, thank you. How are you? That's tremendous, right? Yeah, they were so hard.
I just know that we've had the family to get a phone. I know it sounds like I was going in before, and it was yesterday, and I said to him, I was worried about him, they didn't see me a lot, and they were like, no, we're fine, we're just going to things. And I was like, oh my god, and then they were saying that there's two qualified for what it is. They have to do 2 laps a year. Okay. So, and then we were like, they do. I just look at them family, and honestly, they make me feel really included. I do. Yes. I'll show you a photo I got. Hey. Yeah. Great. Thanks for asking on the floor. That's it, yeah. Your hair is beautiful. Oh, I'm just totally white now, but that is beautiful. And then... Look at this person. I know. Well, my scarf at the back, look.
I don't know.
I wish it was something dark on top.
They've gone past. Where you think they
Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you. Just wait to get an update. Let's get a quick picture. Ready?
Come on, Aileen.
Thank you. I haven't got a spare hand. That's right.
No, well, I think so, yeah, but I didn't see it. Sorry, whatever. I didn't count back. He pulled off and pulled back on it. Okay, that's good to watch out. That's it. Yeah, we really do. Have you seen that? No, well, you won't. I love that. Yeah, oh, I'll tell you what. It's raining though, the whole day. It's really like sliding off Harry Kane all the time. It's nice just to go. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, people watch that. So yeah, so there's a family. Josh Smith, Kevin Martin. Anyway, I better go, but yeah, I'll let you know.
Hold out.
We have to go out late one anyway. So we could call it a best on time.
What's she yelling for? Lay down, on the floor. And if you could only let it be, you will see somebody else around everyone else. You're watching your back like you can relax. You're trying to remove. You look like a fool to me. Tell me.
What's do you know how they are? Hey, do you know how they are? They're riding by that. Where is Ballon Norris now?
Just before Ballon Lake.
What is it there?
Just before Ballon Lake.
That's not Allentown. That's not the thing I need. That could be, that could be, the game.
Race Radio 1368, the best biking station in the world, fueled by fuels. Well, we are still under a red flag here in the sales sidecar race. We've seen Virgil and Kevin Rousseau go through, but we haven't had any further updates on the incident yet. But most likely that will be it for the points for early afternoon session, because roads conditions of roads open, it is roads will be open at 12:45, and the latest roads of course do closed in Monday, so that, and obviously the organisers are dealing with some sort of incident somewhere around the course, so that may affect things as well with that road reopening, but that is just reading the regulations as they are. Travelling marshal just returning and letting signal as well up as slow train as well. Undercast Town Bridge and heading towards.
They just pass this bridge and take a while before they put red flag. I don't know. I can't imagine it.
The roads do remain closed. We certainly have until 12:05, so I suspect we're not going to see any further action until this afternoon when the roads will open.
Best even this now. It's that he's home.
Indeed, we see. So that is the situation. We don't have
I don't know enough, but I know there's a red flag. Kevin is sometimes that's not easy, but like, we don't think.
This morning and the early afternoon as we're now into it. Bright sunshine, the conditions are good, and as soon as we have further information we'll bring it to you straight away, and in the meantime back to Broadcasting House.
You don't know what it's because with the newcomers lab it sounds so worse, and it must just take longer because maybe I think one's bad. The newcomers lab is okay. I think one guy is bad because of drinking. And then later say there was more delay because of fuel on the road. So sometimes you think, sometimes it's just
it was to do with the hospital, wasn't it? The hospital.
Yeah, we'll sell some. We'll sell some free rooms.
Sometimes you don't know, like if it's a rider who's really bad for the track.
We have a pretty good collection of stuff.
Like you don't know what to
We just can't. Yeah. Maybe it's not racing, it's anything you can do. That's a big step.
They're going through.
As Ben told me, as Ben or Ken, no one's going to go. Good. It's a bollocks going to come back now.
Yeah, but my number is in this fucking letter. So they always go reading.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think they do.
Yeah, you don't know where they stop. No. Maybe they don't know people next to them.
Ah, yeah, maybe. No, but, yeah. You're in Marshall, isn't it?
Thank you.
Sorry for it. I think it's going better.
That's the price difference. You better look.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, that's it. They
were having any good luck, doesn't it? Is it, have they called a result or not? Was that a result? Don't like this.
Is it coming back here with the right? Otherwise, it's going to grab water bottle. I don't know.
But Ben's going to track it.
Pete as well.
Yeah.
They must be bringing them
back.
if
So
they're opening the gates here, I'm guessing. Okay? Yeah. Are they bringing them back round now, are they? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They're making peak talk about fucking question.
is it?
How long did they talk?
Wait. Oh, thank you. Good luck. Well done, lad.
Congratulations.
Everybody didn't know because it was going to stop, so everybody went back. I think everybody came over a case, so
They thought it was weird.
nobody knew. And everybody saw their girlfriend.
Welcome back to the Coas Flag course for the Alaman Sea Packing Company Sutton Hundred Road Races. The Ace-Time Sales Sidecar Race was red flags. We do believe that we are going to get a podium shortly.
So I'm talking to myself, say I'm talking to the radio fellow, you are on the
which would mean Ben Birchall and Kevin Rousseau
I'm going to go to Waterloo.
the winners of the quickest lap at 100.658. Second and fourth, Mike Russell and Jake Roberts. Yet to be officially confirmed, we do believe there could be a podium. But we have had no further details on the course of the red flag. The Roads Open car is not out. We have not seen it here, but the road closing order is that roads will reopen at 12:45 at the latest. So that is fast approaching. So we don't have anything further to bring you. I'm just wondering whether Chris Kinley has anything to add about any potential podium. We're just hearing that here. Chris, have you got any further information that you can give to us, Chris? Yeah, we are going to have a podium, Tim. Yeah, we're going to have the top three you've just mentioned there, 16 and 1 and 22 will be the podium. So it'll be Ben Birchall, Kevin Rousseau, Barry Kev Walkley, Mike Russell and Jakey Roberts. So we're just waiting for Mike Russell and Jakey Roberts to arrive here, because obviously the new outfit could be stopped around the circuit. Not able to get to where the incident is, so yeah, we're just waiting for our outfit to be able to do the podium. So guys, get here. Thank you very much indeed, Chris Kinley, and we have seen bikes returning here to the holding area into the obviously in second place we know are ready for that podium, but other bikes have returning will be making their way up Harbury Road and indeed to the paddock. So they will be getting themselves ready, but clearly not all the machines have been able to get back here, the sidecar outfits. So number 22, Mike Russell and Jake Roberts not back here, and that is the reason for the delay for the podium. So as soon as we get any further information on that, we'll bring you that podium celebration. But sunshine is out, so it's optimistic for this afternoon's racing, and if you haven't made your mind up to come on down, hopefully we've got some more racing to bring you this afternoon, and the conditions are getting better and better weather-wise for your enjoyment of being able to spectate and watch, whether it be on one of the grandstands around the course or indeed on the hedges lining along the barriers here on the finish line on the Castletown bypass. So that is the latest we can bring you. As soon as we get any word about the podium taking place, we'll be right back with you. In the meantime, we'll hand back to Broadcasting House. Max Radio 1368, the best biking station in the world. Fueled by Alan Bannett Fuels, proud sponsor of the Southern Hundred Senior and Southern Championship races. Well, without further ado, straight down to Chris Kinley.
First win around the Colas Plant Circuit.
First win around the Colas Plant Circuit of 2017. Well done, Mr. Virgil. Yeah, it's been a long time. Just telling you there, you were just slightly on the you're past the 7 lap. Oh, fine. I just want to say I hope everyone's okay. You know, we're all here together, racing around on this great circuit. So best wishes to everyone. Hope everyone's okay. And thanks to all the crowd out there. Let's get ready for later on. Not your first win here, but your first win here, Ken Russo. Happy?
Tack så mycket överrunning Alpin och well done. We've been the most important thing is around second and be back on the track. So
guys, thank you very much. We're going to go. Let's quickly counter Pete and Jeff if we can. A very quick chat with you. Happy enough, she still doesn't sound right, does she?
It's a horrible echo, isn't it?
It's a horrible echo, isn't it? Did you do your kit to speak over that?
No,
it was really alright to be fair. We've still got a few more tweaks, obviously not getting so many laps of practice. I'm not quite sure we've got a few more to play around with, which really happy to be honest. You know, there was a word before we went out saying, don't have to say, just approach it intrepidly, do you know what I mean, and just be sensible. So yeah, no, it's okay. Happy enough, Jeff? I'll speak to Jeff. Happy enough, Jeff? Yeah, it was really good.
First lap was hectic though, right? It was mental. But it was good, I enjoyed it. Just hope Alan free to all
Alright guys, well, we'll do a quick podium. I know you've got a lot of prep to do for later in the chapter race. Thanks guys. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the podium for the Ace Hire and Sales Sidecar race. And we've got our representative from Ace Hire, Ted Crowe here. Ted, thank you very much for coming here and doing the presentation. And thanks very much once again to all our sponsors here at the Southern Rugby Club. So ladies and gentlemen, we've got a third place team here. They're stuck out the circuit at the moment. Third place, we will give them a round of applause. Mike Russell and Jake Roberts. Second place for number 1, Pete Bones and Jevon Walmsley. And the race winner, number 1, number 16, Ben, and Ben, but he said Ben and Tom. That's isn't it? Authority Vintage Champagne, which I'm sure will come into great use later on. So well done to boys for the top 3 in the Ace Hire sidecar race. Thanks very much to Ted and the guys at Ace Hire, Mike Russell and Jake Roberts, Pete Bounds and Jevon Walmsley, and Ben Virgil and Kevin Russo. Thank you very much indeed, Chris Kinley, and yeah, well done the second for Mike Russell and Jake Roberts to miss out. Now, I must emphasise here that the roads are not open yet. The roads remain closed until the roads open car has gone through. Obviously, the organisers are dealing with an incident somewhere around the Colas Plant course, so a little bit of patience, please. Roads remain closed until the roads open car has gone through. That's when we will be back. So in the meantime, we will hand it back to Broadcasting House.
What's that grumpy monkey that Jevon's got on?
Huh?
The grumpy monkey hat.
I don't know how.
Can I get on the inside? Gents, congratulations, well done. Kevin, first win for you here on the Bilbao course.
Yeah, it was great to be on the first of the step, but I hope everyone is okay on the track, and then, yeah, can't wait for the second race now.
Yeah, raring to go, hey Ben?
Yep, hope everyone's alright after that incident and get back at it later on.
Absolutely, you must be pleased to know that after a 7-year break you can still come back and take first position there.
Yeah, a bit surprised when I found myself in lead, but I like being in lead.
You had a fantastic gap for the second place as well.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
We're all like checking our watches looking for this. for Jevon and Pete coming through. That was an excellent performance, and bring on the 8 laps this afternoon, hey?
Okay. Yeah, spot on. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. Thanks so much. Wow. Well, there we go.
Oh, sounds good.
Gents, congrats.
You gotta get you guys.
Yeah. Oh. Well, congratulations, 3rd place, Jake and Jack. Brilliant. I mean, we didn't want it to finish, obviously, the way that it did. But your performance there, just brilliant. I mean, exciting times to come.
Yeah, I'm actually speechless for the first time ever, I think. But certainly unexpected, and obviously well wishes to Pete. To Alan. But you know, to finish first you got to finish, and obviously congratulations to the Birchells for that. Mm-hmm. It was a little bit of a sort of a new experience for us, wasn't it? So yeah, I really enjoyed it. You know, it's great. We've got another race this afternoon, so we're going to make a few changes for that, and hopefully sort of keep up this end of the paddock if we can, and we'll go from there. But Jake's done an amazing job, and absolutely thoroughly enjoyed the Southern with him. So yeah, fingers crossed we'll go well at Scarborough and you know, ARA or whatever we're doing.
Yeah. And pop that bottle open later, Jake, eh?
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was looking at it and I thought, yeah, we've got another race later, so we'll probably save that till later. But yeah, it was...
Might make us go quicker if we haven't.
What about these two, hey, Chris?
Oh, yeah, I tell you what. He's bringing you good luck here.
Manx Loppet.
Huh? This guy's he's a podium man, we could call him here now, huh? Yeah.
Well, hopefully get a second next time.
Oh, God, there you go, huh? So how do you feel, Jake?
Yeah, it's mega. I mean, we got turned up there, so we were just up chilling out, going to get out of the levers and stuff, and so everyone was like, well, get on the bike and get down there. You got on the podium. We were like, what the hell?
Yeah, not expected.
Yeah, that was good. It was a little delayed, celebration here for you, hey? Huh?
Better late than never, that's what I always say.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Chris.
Well, listen, gents, all the best of the 8 laps today, yeah?
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, okay, really, guys.
Thank you. Yay!
Cheers, guys, thank you.
Oh, well done. They are tremendous, that was. Really well.
See you after, yeah? I'm giving him a hug.
Let's go, Jake.
Yeah, give me that then. Just help Andy get it back then.
Pete, that sounded a little bit better, and it's definitely great to see you on the podium. How did it go for you?
Yeah, it was all right. It was a little bit of a sketchy race to begin with. It was just one of them ones you needed to settle down into, and we took a little bit of time to settle down. But as it worked out, it probably benefited us, you know, just to let the madness unfold in front of us, and then just trying to settle down, and start chasing them. But yeah, we were suffering with a little bit of handling issues, which hindered us a little bit. I don't think we'd have caught Ben, to be fair. But we'll we can make some mods now and come back a little bit stronger in the second one, hopefully.
Fantastic. Yeah, a very strong second position there for you, Pete. So we're happy with that. Eh?
Yeah, no, very pleased, to be fair. Yeah, no, we're not unhappy at all. But like I said, we only got really 4 or 5 laps in qualifying, and of course they were damp, so we never really got any settings. Obviously, new tyres this year as well. So just trying to get the bike set up. So so you're comfortable.
Any tweaks for this afternoon's racing?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've got quite a few things to change, to be honest, just to try and make the bike a little bit more stable coming into the braking zones. You know, so any of the people out there who are watching from any of the corners might have seen the back end coming up in the air and whatnot. So it got a little bit leery from time to time. So it was just about trying to hang on to it and pick yourself a nice clear bit of track to hit the brakes on and stuff. So
no, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll regroup and get going again. Yeah.
Don't forget the handshake in. That's all I want. I said, you guys said enough. Just the handshake is good.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
See you later. Guys. Thanks a lot. Okay, so that's it for the first race of the day for the sidecars. Watch out, Lena, just behind you. We've had an update on the outfit. It was Alan Founds and Rhys Gibbons. It was up at Ballynorris.
Ballynorris it was called.
And Alan has just been here, actually, he's up and about. Rhys has damaged his shoulder and chest, but they're seeing to him, and so it's thanks to the family for updating us.
We'll update when we get Adam when we get them. And,
we wish him slick and speedy recovery, and we look forward to the next race coming up. Just listen to those sidecars being fired up.
What a noise that is. Anyhow, yes, of course, it was a very good race, a very interesting race to see that. Ben Birchall had an absolutely massive, I think it was 18 seconds in the end. Then it was Pete Founds and then the rest of the field behind that. It was really, but however, the Crow Brothers seemed to have a problem. There were quite a few retirements there. The Crow Brothers just seemed to drop back and back and back and back. So I'd be interested to see what happened there. Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy, they ran on at cross four ways, I believe, in the first lap. I had to let the entire grid go through. So they had a lot of work to do getting through the field. But there's some fantastic battles. In particular, I don't know if you saw, but Tony Baker, Dave Ryder, and Ross and the newcomers, Ross Buchanan and Adam, that was a tremendous battle to watch unfold. So yes, but I'm glad. But obviously we are thinking about I hope all riders involved in the Red Flag today are okay.
And 8 laps to come now this afternoon. So they didn't get to finish the 6 laps there. So reliability, of course, with those that didn't quite make it through. That's going to be something they'll be thinking about. There's plenty of time now for them to be tinkering away, making adjustments, making changes to come back for that 8-lap race down here at the Southern 100 on this Ballown course at the Friendly Races. So join us once again. We'll be back later this afternoon. It's three-wheeling by the sport for the sport.
Hi, three-wheelers around the world. We're at the Southern 100. This is the 60th running of the sidecars at the Southern 100. So here we go now.
It's been a fantastic crowd here now. The weather's fantastic, what the club needs. I just hope we get some good racing.
Nice to see you all, mate, and doing a great job, and it's good to be back.
It's called the Friendly Races for a reason, isn't it? I just wish I wasn't 66. I wish I were 36 again.
This sport is too dangerous, too expensive and too demanding on your time to do it for any other reason. You absolutely enjoy every second of it.
We've never been around here, so it's just learning. It's steady, really.
You've got to push hard like you are on the short circuit, so the first lap or two is always catches you out.
The first 2 laps you're just hanging on for dear life, and you can't hang on like that all the way around. Pretty bumpy. You've got to make sure your suspension's right anyway.
Last time I raced here was 28 years ago.
We're against road racing a try. This is our first road event.
Steady away, learn where we're going and pick up the pace.
Go away.
Look how fast it is. It's on another level today, isn't he?
There's going to be a battle now between Wayne and Conrad. That's going to be a good battle. Right to the end. Absolutely flying him and Jevon. I think Tim's got a bit of a problem.
I think he's had about enough of the trial.
He nearly got the whole straight ahead of Tim Reeves.
Biggest gap at the Southern for a long time.
Pete and Jevon, what a great ride. Cracking results for them.
I'm elated. I had no idea I was third. The first time we've ridden together. I love the club, I love the people. You know, it's just a special day today.
It's very good. Unfortunately, we had some problem with the engine, but I hope we can be back on the top for tomorrow.
I thought it was the last lap, and then we did another one. I was like, what are you doing?
But yeah, it's good. Enjoyed it. As good as all the pit board, maybe.
Yeah. Today, if Tim's got his bike sorted, it will be a great race between him and Pete. But like I always say, get to the finish and whatever happens after that's a bonus. And away we go. 150 licence for the jump start. If Tim's in front of Pete now, he'll control that. It's a long race though, long race. Mike Russell's retiring.
It's just over half a second between the first 3 outfits.
Greg and Wayne, neck and neck. He's got him. Oh, he's got Greg. That's going to be a cracking race, that, you know, right till the end.
They're out of the race.
Hopefully they'll both all right. Pete Barnes, streets ahead again. I don't think Tim's going to pull that back. Oh, he's missed. What a nightmare for the pair of them. I think Conrad's gap Wayne. I don't wonder if Wayne's having problems. That is great for third position. Massive gap again. Just a different lead. Southern 100 champions again.
First couple of laps, they were a bit nail biting,
Fantastic.
Yeah, we really could have took the bike to Pate. We had the same car.
I'm over the moon with this. I mean, there's 116 years between them.
I didn't think it was going to be that good, but wow. I mean, that's all I can say is wow.
Everybody is saying they want to be part of it again.
How do you like that? That was pretty exciting.